Acola was actually my most wanted to play player. I put it on my Lumi rank card, and it's probably because I just have so much Steve experience and the Ditto. Like, if you just think of any East Coast Steve, like I've probably grinded with them. I just wanted to use all my experience and put it to work basically. Alright, so start to set, I started small battlefield, and I started the stage because, well, it's a Ditto, so neither of us really have an advantage, and I'm just very comfortable on the stage. And I didn't really want to pick like a super big stage because what's it called? Acola is definitely a lot better at camping than I am. So if I were to like start like town or something, I feel like if I lost the lead, it would have been basically over. And if I got the lead, it wouldn't even be that bad because I'm just not as good as camping as Acola. So I get an opening there. Like I feel like a big difference in this set was that my punish game was a little better than Acola's, I'd say. But Acola's neutral was probably like on par, if not better. Oh, that looked a little weird. But here I do, what's it called? I'd like to do nails up high because I know that Steve's weakness is getting up there to like catch opponents recovering that way. So I just try to go as high as possible just to avoid any possible like punishes. Something really broken about Steve that people need to talk about more is how like even if you get caught with bad DI, you can just like save yourself with minecart. And it's not the same as doing, let's say, like a directional air dodge, just trying to make yourself live longer, because directional air dodges can push you back and kill you earlier, but minecart, it'll guarantee you that you live longer like every time. I have the lead. I'm just gonna try to disengage. The only reason you should be approaching if you're up and the Ditto is if you have the better tool. But since we both have diamond, I don't really have a reason to approach. And yeah, those one block backers I'm getting good mileage from. I kind of stole that from Acola himself. Honestly, with this big wall, I'm not even gonna try to like engage any part of it. Walls are interesting because every time the other Steve builds a wall, like, so I don't really have a reason to care a lot of time because I can just mine my stuff unless I have a big deficit. Big difference between what me and Nicole were doing is that when the other Steve anvils, I genuinely chose to try to like hit him with back air after the anvil. But what Acola would do is that he would wait for the anvil and wait for me to land with an aerial after and parry. You guys might see that later in the set. Here I go for what's called a scary grab. It's pretty scary when you like respawn in the Ditto and they have diamond and you don't, and you go for something aggressive, because if you miss and then what's it called, you're struggling to craft diamond because you're being aggressive, like you can get put in a pretty bad spot. Yeah, there, what's it called? I caught the air dodge, but unfortunately my punish game wasn't on point at that moment. And I'm about to die pretty soon. Here, I made a really fatal mistake. So I don't know why I tried to recover that way, but it would have been pretty easy as soon as I was down here. Just TNT, minecart to the left, and then what's it called? Just recover to the other side, and he wouldn't have been able to catch me. But I don't know, I just like didn't really think of it in the moment. That definitely cost me the game. What's it called? Sword Bear and Bear are pretty great in the Ditto. Sorry, is pretty great in a Ditto because Steve's floatiness, it just makes it really easy to set up for upper combos. So me and Acola both know that. We're definitely fishing for that a lot. And here, now that I'm kind of behind, I want to make sure that I, at the very least, have good tools to set up for the next stock. So I just like slow down the game a bit. The worst position to be in is if, oh, that was really bad, I just ran into it. The worst position to be in the Ditto, I would say, is if you lose your stock early and you have like no mats and no good tools, like no gold, no diamond, and they're like fully stacked. Like it's so bad. You're forced to camp, but like they can be aggressive on you because they're just a better character than you now. And here, like I'm kind of like panicking a little, not gonna lie. I start fishing. Like I start getting hit by backers like that, which is like you should never be getting your minecarts intercepted like that, because Steve like really has the choice to like just like stall out those backers or just go high. And here I love doing this little what's it called? That ceiling. Like, against Steve and the Ditto, because what's going on, I remember it might have been Riku to Steve that would do that to me in between stocks, and it would just like piss me off low-key, so like I stole it. And here he definitely could have avoided this pretty easily. I didn't even mean to footstool, but it looked cool. That's a nice little unintentional clip. But yeah, like he had his resources, like he could have went under the stage or just like use his jump, unless he didn't have his jump. Let me see. Well, he definitely shouldn't be jumping out of that situation. I would say, like, when he gets Steve down there and you don't want to mash jump. Maybe that's why, like, he died there. I couldn't really tell if he wasted it. So what I like to do here is I craft the iron right before I get diamond, so I can mine with the iron a lot, so I get a better mining cycle. So basically, like, by the time I get the second diamond, I don't care about crafting diamond at a high percent because I have another one saved for the next stuff. If I mess up there, I accidentally craft a diamond, but oh well. Here, yeah, I'm just slowly creeping towards him by mind the bottom block. Something that was happening a lot in the set was just like mix-ups with mining the bottom block. And it's really good because it keeps the other Steve on their toes when they're like trying to mine. Yeah, I'm just trying to catch the landing with up tilt. I prefer when in the Ditto especially, just catch landings with up tilt rather than jumping up there because I don't know, I can get like so much damage off like let's say like an up tilt into a nil. And yeah, he just read me really hard. I'm gonna read through that. That was really good. Like I was saying with the mining the bottom block mix-ups, like he mined the bottom block, so I was scared for a potential minecart, and then he just read my jump really hard, which is really good. I should probably do stuff like that too. Oh, something I forgot to mention is that me and Acola always would craft stone at the start of the game, so we just be like synergized. It'd be so funny. I literally mining the 3 materials to get stone, it's instantly crafting from him. So it was funny that we started every game like that. Yep, the sword backer being so good in Ditto. At least so much damage, and it's genuinely not that committal, which is nice. And it's a free punish on last. Okay, I don't know who that smash was hitting, to be honest. Here, yeah, let's go. He got put in so much lag because the minecart. Here, I'm gonna be a little aggressive because I don't want him crafting diamond right away. Oh my god, if I landed that down to, I would have done something freaky. And here, since I do have the slight lead, I'd probably try to be a little more passive. And sadly, I messed up that low conversion, which should do a lot of damage. But yeah, I'm just gonna try to be passive, not make the first move. Yep, I was doing a pretty good job of tracking those air dodges this set. It's just something like a lot of players tend to do when they get hit by something like a jab or up tilt because, you know, it's scary. Here, like, what's going on? I was doing sword fair and bear out of shield just to, like, get out of those situations because I know it won't lead to much. But what's called? It's just a disengaging option if they're, like, pressuring me. It's like a get off me tool. Here, I'm surprised, a little surprised I was able to flip swam that. He was pretty smart. And yeah, I do more mix-ups with minded bottom block, try to catch him crafting with grab. I know there is a timing when the other Steve is crafting diamond to grab them at the very end, like when they lose invincibility, but I don't know, it's pretty hard. Should have did a better job catching the drift there, because this should be like a golden scar to me. Like I should be doing so much damage. I think a lot of Acola's gameplay is doing like the same stuff, like what's it called, like minecart anvil and all that, but I feel like it's just so much pressure. Like everyone eventually folds, like when trying to punish it. I'm definitely aware of that, but I'm still getting hit by those dumb anvils at times. Here, yeah, let's go. I just hesitated with the backer a little too much. I should have did it earlier. Actually, I don't know. I probably shouldn't went for that backer in general. He was too close to me. Here, like, I'm like, oh my god, please don't hit me, and even up the game with 1 hit. And he almost does here, but luckily he messed up the combo. It's very scary. Yep. Alright, tech the block and then punish instantly. I'm usually pretty bad at teching those blocks, so I was happy about that. But yeah, what's it called? This was huge. Like, he literally died at 80%. Like, my nails being on point were definitely huge to me playing the set. Acola actually counterpicks me to FP, which is interesting because I was kind of scared of this because I thought I was going to be like pretty bad at FP. I usually don't like the stage, but it actually worked out well, so let's see like why. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Gentleman and Diamond, but also pretty scared to approach him, you know. I don't know, the game just becomes so volatile when we both have diamond, so I prefer to fight a bit when we have stone first, try to pick up an early lead, but Acola is scary, man. Here, yeah, I should have got a lot bigger punish off that, but sadly I missed. This is scary. He did the nair there to set up in the fair, which is good. Yeah, let's go. That was a little dumb of me. I know upper can beat minecart like that, but not in that way. Yep, it's important in the Steve though to never jump out of the minecart because I feel like every Steve is waiting for it and tries to backer it. I'm going a little bit unaggressive because I think Steve with gold does win the matchup versus Steve with diamond just because of the frame data. It's not like the combos getting less damage with gold. You actually have more combo potential a lot. Let's see how I take the stock here. Yep, catch the air dodge. I would recommend in the Steve Ditto, like at the very start, to not Gentleman and Diamond, and if anything, craft gold if they're crafting diamond, because then, what's it called? I feel like, the 1 blocks for me were good because, building a 3 high just kind of feels like a waste of time a lot of time, because, like, you know, you're building 3 blocks and the other Steve's like, well, I'm just gonna mine. And yep, once again, the nails being huge. Try again with the grab, a little greedy. He tries to no combo me, but luckily escape, but it's still so much damage. Oh, this is huge. I up tilt. Like, oh my god, look at how much damage I just got. That was like nearly 80% if I didn't mess up at the end. Oh wow, that was crazy. That was a crazy catch on my landing with the anvil. I want to do more stuff like that. Here, that was really scary getting hit by that sword fair. I feel it's so much damage, but got out of there luckily. And here, let's go, yep. Some walls. When you're up in the Steve Ditto and you don't have the better tool, you have no reason to approach. Here, yep, bad DI, and he's exploded. Actually, I don't know if that was bad DI. Sometimes it's weird with kill screens when there's a bunch of blocks. And here he takes me to FD again, which was interesting. I thought maybe he should have just like hooked me back to small because he was doing well there. Here, oh my god, I actually messed up the stone craft. I crafted iron instead, but it's all good. I find one block pretty good in the Ditto, honestly. But it's pretty telegraphed. If the other Steve wants to approach you, it's very telegraphed if you're gonna like jump over. And like if you're ready for minecart, like you shouldn't be getting hit by anything. Yep, here I'm just playing normal advantage state. PBR bear. And I have a lot of momentum here. I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna be on the aggressive, but what's it called? I'm not just gonna run at him. I'm gonna do stuff like run up and do one block. So it's still like good pressure while I'm like safe. And I kind of steal his landing catch with the swim. Here, what's it called? I have the better tool and he has no gold, which is huge because what's it called? I can afford to be a little bit on the aggressive because, you know, I'm literally the better character right now. I have diamond, he has iron. And now I saw him get gold, so I start camping a bit, you know. So I'm not trying to deal with that frame data. And he slows out the game here, but I'm completely fine with that. Like, I have such a big lead right now, and I can really time him out if he keeps on playing like this. Yeah, in my head, I was like, oh my god, I'm actually gonna win this game 5 pull. And I go really high because Steve literally can't do anything about that. Here, what's it called? I think he could have S-smashed me, but like I was saying before about how Acola tends to wait for you to land with the aerial after an anvil. He was definitely doing a lot here with the parries, but he didn't really punish accordingly, and he did get the parries. And here, what's it called? If he didn't tech, he was so cooked. That was tough. And yes, what's it called? My back air barely beats out the minecart, which is huge. This literally like should be a free win if I just like camp. But I do remember getting a bit nervous. Tries to catch me that, I get away. I use a freaking movement to get out of that with up B. Yeah, oh my god, this is such a big lead, and you can tell he got really anti there because that is like the #1 minecart you don't want to do in the Ditto because you really don't have a reason to get hit by that if you're like playing smart. Here, what's going on? I got nervous because my minecart didn't come out in time and I did a bad air dodge. But here, I just want to run away so I can secure the diamond. And he definitely tries to catch me trying to crab diamond with like a minecart like that and do a bunch of damage, but nope. And this is scary. I thought I was gonna like somehow get off stage and die, but yeah, I'm just gonna camp that out. Here, what's going on? I literally start spamming kill moves and I'm nervous like, oh my god, I just want to beat Acola already. Here, yeah, I'm just doing pressure. I'm spamming kill moves. And here, what's it called? That was a really good setup because, okay, well, it's just minecart back air. Like, it's not that big of a deal, but it was good because, look, the minecart was covering the roll out, which is something he definitely would want to do. But if he spot dodges, he's going to get messed up by the anvil, or he spot dodges past the anvil and just get back aired. And he doesn't want to roll this way because then he'll lose stage control. So, yeah, it just kind of covered everything, which is really nice. And good games. I have a lot of respect for Acola, so I was happy about winning this, and we had a wholesome hug at the end.